was a really important thing that we reflected on the enormous achievements that we've been able to make happen because of the Sue Connor bequest. So Sue Connor left a considerable amount of money to MDNSW back in 2012, tagged to research. So she wanted that to go to enable us to enable other people to do research in neuromuscular disorders. This has allowed us to support 5 impressive young researchers, including young Sam, who you've heard from earlier today. So what we decided to do with this bequest was to advertise a PhD scholarship, which was advertised widely. A PhD scholarship is a commitment for 3 years to support someone in the order of $40,000 to $50,000 a year, which is in line with the NH and MRC government PhD scholarships. We wanted to be very broad, so open to scientists, allied health professionals and doctors who wanted to do research in the area of neuromuscular conditions, and again we were very broad. We had an independent, we have had all the way along for MDNSW research grants, an independent scientific committee that considers all of the applications so that it's transparent, and we've been able to attract an excellent calibre of researchers. And one of the really wonderful things related to that is because we have attracted and been able to give our scholarship to such excellent people, many of them have gone on after their first year to generate enough data to apply for the NHMRC scholarships from the government, which has allowed us to then re-advertise our scholarship and give someone else a start. But the other thing I think is really important to recognise is that we're not just supporting a research project. We're making commitment. We're making we're developing a person in the area of neuromuscular disorders. So all of these people in the first instance are obviously researching in the area, but they are our ambassadors. They are out there promoting the neuromuscular field. They're developing expertise in the field, and then they come back to us at various times in the future. I received an MDNSW PhD scholarship in 1996, and I'm still here. So I just wanted to really quickly, does this go forward? No. This one. Roll that one. Wrong way. Okay, Ruler was the first. Ruler is an adult-based neurologist, and it's really interesting when I reflected on this. These projects have really reflected what was cutting edge at the time in this field. So genetic technology had exploded. We could suddenly pull out groups of conditions and try to understand the genetic basis of them, which, as you would appreciate, is the first step to then looking at how to treat them. So Ruler looked at limb-girdle dystrophies, and she's now gone on to continue in the area as a neurologist in Adelaide. Wrong way. Gina was at the point where, so Gina is a paediatric trained neurologist, and she did a similar thing, but in congenital muscular dystrophies. By this stage, many new genes were coming up, and it wasn't just a matter of saying, oh yeah, we found the gene that causes your condition. Now it's linking in with people like Sam and the basic scientists to work out, well, how does that cause your condition, and how can we treat it? The other thing also, though, Gina did a huge project as part of her PhD looking at how we're going to fund all this testing and the cost effectiveness for that, and produced quite a seminal piece of research looking at proving that it's cost effective, which is the all important thing for the government. Gina is now running a neuromuscular clinic in New Zealand, but very importantly, she worked with us during her PhD working on clinical trials at the Children's Hospital at Westmead, and is now setting up an outpost in New Zealand to give access to the boys in New Zealand, well, the children in New Zealand at this point who have neuromuscular conditions, to international clinical trials. Oh, sorry, the technology is eluding me. Dr. Garg, her research was in a slightly different area, looking at autoimmune nerve problems. But one of the things I wanted to highlight here is that many of our PhD scholars have gone on to win other awards and other research projects. So we really have springboarded these people into this field. Heather is a scientist, a young scientist, and she has been very much drilling down into the very fine detail, as I was mentioning, about how to understand how a particular gene fault can cause a condition. And then we have Sam, who you've heard from today with her paper, who's really just at the beginning, I think it would be fair to say, but very passionate. So I think it's been an amazing program that we've been able to support with that research bequest. That's come to an end. We no longer have funding to continue to support research, but we're hoping that there may be other people who come out of the woodwork who are interested in supporting research in any way, because over the last 20 years, more than 20 years that I've been involved, we've been able to support a huge number of researchers. And if you have any questions about how you might do that, just pull over one of the MDNSW team and they'll be able to help you. Good, thank you.